Right now, investigators are looking into two separate scares at two different schools in Manatee County. One, a shooting threat at a middle school in Palmetto. The other involves several threats at a school that's already on edge, Parrish Community High School. That's where there have been now 5 threats just since the start of this month. Students were told to shelter in place at around 10 this morning. The all clear came about 30 minutes later. And so tonight, 10 Tampa Bay's Malik Rankin is asking investigators why it is so difficult to find the person making these threats.
Manatee County Schools says all 5 threats have come through an app, Fortify Florida. An obstacle law enforcement said they're facing is tracking these threats because of how they're reported.
You can remain anonymous. You can send this information through this app. The problem that we're having is that when they use the app, the host site may not be in the state of Florida.
Law enforcement says the threat made today to Parrish Community came with little detail.
There was a vague threat of a shooting, where they don't give a lot of specifics, but they sheltered and it was cleared in 20 minutes.
The previous 4 were bomb threats coming in from places like California and Romania.
We're currently working with the FBI to help us out in Romania and also in California. When we find who is responsible, we will arrest them. We will take them to jail.
The sheriff's office said it's working as quickly as possible to track these threats. Making a written threat to a school is a second-degree felony. So here's how the app Fortify Florida works. You log on to their website and click Submit a Tip. Then you enter in the details you know, like what the concern is and which school is at risk. Then you hit Submit. Local law enforcement, local school officials, and state officials are immediately notified. The goal of the app is to allow tips anonymously, but when the threats are false, that anonymity conceals criminals.
We can only assume that it's coming from within our own school system, but we don't know that for a fact, as we are still looking at these IP addresses on the threats that were happening at Parrish Community School.
The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says they have an increased law enforcement presence at PCHS and will keep it that way until they feel there is no threat. Malik Rankin, 10 Tampa Bay.
Now, separately in Manatee County, deputies arrested a Buffalo middle school student today for posting a video about shooting up a classroom. That student now faces a second-degree felony charge. The sheriff's office says it is an example of what will happen to the person making the threats at Parrish Community.